Hello everyone. Today I will teach you how to make very simple meal which is potato goulash. You probably have heard of about beef goulash, but this one is so much faster and also very delicious. Growing up we would have this very often because it was fast to make and also cheap because you don't use meat, you use kielbasa or sausage. So let's start with the recipe. We need 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm using olive oil here. Then we need a small onion. I don't have small, so I'm using just half of the medium-sized onion. 1.5 pounds potatoes. Then we have kielbasa. You will need 8 ounces. I'm using Polish kielbasa, which is very easy to find. You can also use hot dog, just in case you don't have Polish kielbasa, but you have hot dogs. This one is a pork, but they have turkey, beef, or mix. Any will work. It will make it all delicious. Then we will need 1 tablespoon of Hungarian paprika, 1.5 teaspoons salt, half a tablespoon, and here I have like chicken base. Normally I would recommend beef base, but I don't have currently, so chicken base is good too. It's like a bouillon, so you will need half a tablespoon. In the first phase, we will need 3 cups of water. We will also need a little bit of pepper. And then in the second phase, we will need another 1 cup of water, 1/4 of a cup all-purpose flour, and 1 teaspoon of margarine. So this is it. So let's start create this amazing comfort food. I forgot to say in my introduction what is the Czech name for potato goulash. It is Bramborový goulash. First we will need to peel our potatoes. I'm using golden potatoes. Here is 1.5 pounds and also some old flyers that get to the mail, so I can repurpose it. So let's just peel the potatoes. Potatoes are peeled. I also washed them. And now we will cut it into smaller cubes. You can use a board, cutting board, but I'm so used to this. I've been doing it for so many years that I'm okay to do it like this. Because I know that I'm careful. So size is like this. Potatoes are all cut, so let's set them aside. This time I will be using my cutting board. Here is 8 ounces of Polish kielbasa, so we will need to cut it. And now let's cut this into smaller pieces. Like this. This is good. But you can do even smaller, but this will work perfect. I actually had to take a bigger knife, which is also sharper. I need to sharpen the small one because I'm sure somebody will notice that my knife was not sharp. Kielbasa is cut, so let's set it aside. And last one we will cut is the onion. Here I already prepared a pot with a lid, so let's thinly slice our onion. You will need 1 small or half medium-sized onion. I like to keep the end on the onion because it helps you to keep it together. And now I will discard it. Let's transfer the onion into the pot. Add 2 tablespoons of oil. Let's bring it to a stove. Turn the stove to high. Mix the onions with oil. Now let the onions roast on high. Do not stir unless you see that they are burning or it's too much. Just sometimes stir them, but not too much because they need to have a chance to roast. Onions are doing great. I just give it a stir. Some of them are getting a little color, so I will stir. Now you will want to stir a little more. We don't need them to be too dark. just a little roasted. So I will lower the heat now into a medium. And because this is induction and takes forever to cool off, I need to put it away from the heat because I cannot just turn off the stove because it would still keep cooking the heat. Now we will be adding 1 tablespoon of Hungarian paprika. And you don't want to heat too high or you will burn it and it will become bitter. Let's bring it back to the heat just for a little bit. And I already lowered the heat. You just want to give it a little bit roast. This is perfect. And now let's add 3 cups of water. Let's bring the heat back up. Give it a stir. It starts to boil, so let's add the potatoes. Let's add the kielbasa. Stir it. And now we will be adding more. Add half a tablespoon of beef base or chicken base. Add 1.5 teaspoons salt. Add a little bit of pepper. Now let's stir it. Now, if you like spicy, you can actually add a little bit of cayenne pepper, and you will have it a little spicy, which is very nice flavor too. It looks good. Now let's lower the heat to a gentle simmer. Cover it with the lid, and you will set up the timer now for 15 minutes or until the potatoes are soft, which takes about 15 minutes. While we wait for our potatoes be soft, we can prepare our thickening. So here I have 1 cup of water, 1/4 of a cup all-purpose flour, and now let's whisk it together. Try to break up any clumps. One time come and just give it a stir. And make sure it's boiling the whole time. 15 minutes are done and potatoes should be soft now. So pull one out just to test it if it's soft. It's definitely soft, and I know the 15 minutes is good because I made this recipe many times. So now we will be adding thickening. Give it a little stir again, and you will need a strainer. Put it in because this will catch any flour chunks. Let's put it in. I had only a little bit. So this is perfect. Now give it a stir and raise the heat a little more because we want to bring it to boil, and cook the flour for about a few minutes. Now we can add the last ingredient, and that's 1 teaspoon of marjoram. Now you can put it in like this, or you can put it in your hands and kind of rub it in to release flavor. So stir it in. It's nicely boiling, so this is good. Now you want to stir so we don't have any flour chunks. But this looks good. It's been cooking for a few minutes, so that's perfect. And now we can enjoy it. It smells amazing. I love the smell of the sweet paprika. Cooking it for a few minutes after you add the thickening ensures that the flour has a chance to work and thicken the goulash. So now it's perfect. So I'm finished. This was so fast. It just took not even 1 hour. And this is still very hot, but this is how we like it. We like hot food. So let's try it. I love this food. This is so simple. Let me put it away and then I will talk. Yet so delicious. We like to pair it with bread. You can do like a bread roll, you can do French bread, a baguette. My dad likes to put butter on the bread, and this is so good to pair it together. So I hope you enjoyed it. This is a very simple meal, fast to make, so I hope you give it a try. If you do, please let me know, share photos, let me know how you liked it. Comment, put thumbs up, follow me on my social media, and I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. Bye, guys. My mom always laughs at me how I peel potatoes. She thinks it's very incorrect because it's supposed to be like this, you know. But I actually like it this way. I don't know. Oops.